Rangers! There's a storm brewing at Ibrox, and tonight we're diving into every major twist. Dave King is making big claims about a £50 million rebuild, just as the San Francisco 49ers takeover edges closer. One Rangers player's move has left his old club in ruins, while their Celtic replacement has flopped badly. Barry Ferguson is raging, calling something bang out of order ahead of Rangers' return to Ibrox. And with the Europa League path now clear, could another legendary run be on the cards? Stick around. This one's unmissable. Dave King rides back into Ibrox once again, just like he did in 2015 when Rangers were crying out for leadership. Back then, he led the charge to wrestle the club away from the years of mismanagement. Now, with a takeover on the horizon, he's making big claims once more. This time about the need for at least £50 million to get Rangers back where they belong. But is he the man to deliver it? Or is this his swan song? King has never been one to sit quietly. He's been vocal in his criticism of the current board, even offering to step in and help steer the ship. When that offer was brushed aside, he found another route, setting up a deal that could see the San Francisco 49ers take control of the club. And according to reports, this deal isn't just in its infancy, it's already well advanced, with sources claiming it's well-baked. The 49ers aren't here to pour money into Rangers out of goodwill. They see a business opportunity, and they know success on the pitch brings financial rewards off it. They aren't throwing cash into a bottomless pit. They're investing in a project, one that could restore Rangers to their rightful place at the top of Scottish football and in the Champions League. But here's where it gets interesting. King has been dropping hints that the deal is still a long way off, while at the same time outlining exactly how far it has already progressed. Is he trying to downplay his role to keep expectations in check, or is he making sure his fingerprints are all over Rangers' future one last time? With the club on the verge of a seismic change, the question for you is simple. Should Rangers fans trust Dave King's vision for the club once again, or is it time for a new era without him in the picture? Philippe Clement's future at Ibrox is looking shakier by the day. With the San Francisco 49ers-led takeover gathering pace, the Belgians' position is now under the spotlight like never before. The Rangers board have backed him publicly, but was that ever about faith in Clement? Or was it simply a case of keeping things steady while bigger moves were being made behind the scenes? Let's not sugarcoat it. This season has been nowhere near good enough. Falling 13 points behind that lot across the city is unacceptable. And that Scottish Cup humiliation against Queen's Park was the kind of result that would have seen any other Rangers manager out the door. But somehow Clement has survived. Andy Newport has pointed out what many have suspected. The current board's decision to stick with Clement suddenly makes sense now that a takeover is on the horizon. The club has needed fresh energy, and with new investors set to take control, that shakeup could extend from the boardroom straight to the dugout. Rangers fans have been split on Clement. Some see him as a victim of the mess above him, while others believe he simply hasn't shown enough to deserve another season at the helm. The protests and banners haven't been against him personally, but against a leadership that has failed to provide him with the tools to succeed. Now, with new money and new minds coming in, will he get the chance to prove himself, or will the 49ers take a leaf out of their Leeds United playbook and go straight for a fresh start with a new manager? Clement was brought in to take Rangers back to the top, but with the takeover edging closer, does he even have a future at Ibrox, or is he just keeping the seat warm for the next man? Robin Pröpper's move to Ibrox might have raised a few eyebrows at the time, but one thing is clear. His former club, FC Twente, are feeling his absence in a big way. While he's been settling into life at Rangers, Twente's defense has been falling apart without their former captain. and their European campaign ended in disaster as they were torn apart by Bodo Glimt. Pröpper was the leader at the back, the man who held everything together. Without him, Twente's defense has been exposed, and the statistics speak for themselves. They conceded just 36 goals across an entire Eredivisie season with him in the side. This time around, they've already surpassed 30 goals conceded with 12 games still to play. That tells its own story. To make matters even sweeter for Rangers, 20's attempt to replace Pröpper saw them bring in none other than Gustav Lagerbielke, the very same Celtic flop who has struggled to make an impact in Glasgow. While Pröpper has been proving his worth in European competition for Rangers, Lagerbielke has been lost at sea in the Eredivisie, looking every bit the panic signing that he was. And just to add insult to injury, Twente were knocked out of Europe in the most brutal fashion, losing to a late own goal while their defense crumbled under pressure. Twente fans feared the worst when Pröpper left, and they were right to. He might not have been perfect at Ibrox so far, but Rangers have gained a solid defender while Twente have been left regretting every moment since he walked out the door. So, looking at how Twente have collapsed without him, was Pröpper an underrated signing for Rangers, or is he just making his old club look bad by comparison? The path is set, the stakes could not be higher, and Rangers stand on the brink of another historic European adventure. After conquering the knockout playoffs, the last 16 awaits Fenerbahce, led by none other than Jose Mourinho, a man who has never faced the Ibrox cauldron in a competitive setting. That's about to change. The first leg in Istanbul on March 6th will be a battle, no doubt about it. A hostile atmosphere, a team full of experience, and a manager who knows how to win in Europe. But here's the key. Rangers have the second leg at Ibrox, and we've all seen what that means in these European nights. When this club smells blood in front of its own, miracles happen. Should Rangers eliminate Fenerbahce, the challenge intensifies. Next up would be either Roma or Athletic Bilbao in the quarterfinals. Roma, another Mourinho-built side with European pedigree, or Bilbao, the home team. For this year's final, a team desperate to play for silverware in their own backyard. No easy road, but Rangers have never chosen the easy path. And if the semi-finals are within reach, then the names get even bigger. Lyon, Real Sociedad, FCSB, or Manchester United. Imagine a semi-final showdown with United, one of the biggest fixtures in Rangers' modern European history. The chance to put English football on notice, to silence the doubters, and to march into that final in Bilbao with momentum, belief, and the backing of a fan base that has carried this club through the toughest of times, and then the ultimate prize, a second Europa League final in 3 years. The wounds of Seville still sting, but what better way to heal them than by lifting the trophy in Spain? But it all starts now. A grueling, unforgiving road lies ahead, but Rangers have been here before. The question is, does this squad have the heart, the fight, and the sheer will to go all the way? Or is this European dream just a step too far? If you haven't seen yesterday's video yet, you're missing out. Explosive news about Rangers that'll leave every fan stunned. Go check it out now.